How's it going, guys? My name is RighteousNicky and welcome to another Overmind game. We're going to be playing today on Towers of Doom. I'm going to be last pick. I love being last pick. And we're going to get the Was Vikings ban, which is pretty strange ban. Usually Was Vikings is a pretty good pick on 3 lanes. But in general for Towers of Doom, usually Towers of Doom is very easily roamed. So, I mean, I have actually seen some successful Vikings on Towers of Doom, but it's generally pretty hard to properly execute in my opinion, especially for this map. Now, we're going to ban Malfurion, that's a pretty meta ban, not much to discuss there. Now, we're going to get Sylvanas here. Now, actually, I'm someone that really disagrees with Sylvanas on this map, because this map is mainly focused on team fighting and securing the altar, while pushing, pushing does give you some value by increasing your altar's ammunition damage. But otherwise, considering that the main thing is team fighting, then yeah, they're going to pick Liming and Varian. Those are some pretty two solid meta picks. Not much to discuss there. Zarya here is a pretty interesting pick though. ATC is a solid pick because stage dive on any map, on any 3-lane map is perfect. No Zarya though. Zarya is a very interesting pick. I'm not really sure why did he pick Zarya. Maybe because I highlighted Nova and maybe we could have comboed there. Maybe because Zarya is a pretty decent secondary tank, off tank, that can do a lot of damage as well. Now I ask my team here to ban the Haka. Because I'm generally a player that is very afraid of the Haka because of his global presence. I mean, I can kite him decently 1 versus 1, but when he comes out of nowhere from a bush, I really piss my pants, man. They're going to ban Tychus, which is very strange because we actually have 2 tanks. So it would make sense for actually them to pick Tychus. I mean, Tychus maybe isn't the best versus a Zarya, I guess. I'm not really sure. But considering we already have 2 tanks and a Sylvanas, it's pretty unlikely that we're going to go Tychus unless they're going some very heavy tanks, which I really doubt. My team is going to ban Muradin. What's Stitch's ban? They're not going to ban the Haka, unfortunately. That really sucks. Alright, I do agree that Stitches is pretty good for this map. Probably equal to the Haka. They're going to get Vawa. Vawa is a pretty... I mean, Vawa is in the meta currently for an auto attacker after Tychus. So that's pretty... Oh, high Templar Zeratul. Actually, I did switch it up to Zeratul here. Because they actually, from recently, I've been playing a lot of Zeratul. And I've figured out that the cleave build is the best build currently. Now, stay with me guys, because it might not seem that the cleave build is that strong, but once you get to that level 16, it deals a lot of team damage. And I'm going to show how in this game. I think that was a right game for the cleave build to shine. They're going to get Brightwing, which is pretty annoying. We're going to get Oreo. Generally 2 very meta supports, and let's see how this game is going to go. So I'm going for the Greater Cleave, which is going to give me that good huge AoE damage, which is also going to combo with the level 16 talent. Now with Cleave Zeratul, you want to be doing quick pokes and get the hell out of there. Now I actually get permastunned here. That was a very nice Zarya shield. Actually Zarya was a bot and did shield me pretty well there, so props to that. But yeah, I just got permastun, Muradin stun into Brightwing Polymorph. Was a bit too much for me. Doesn't really matter. Actually I think I might have got... No, I didn't got the real stun. I don't know, I'm not paying attention now. So the bad thing is that Zeratul's cleave build early game isn't that strong. You actually kinda need to get around level 4 to start piling on some damage. And I'm going to do some very crazy moves there, executing the Vawa. I actually don't know why I did it like this. I actually blinked away from her and didn't land a single right spike there, so we mainly killed her because we had 3 people focusing on her, not because of my OP damage. My damage is pretty low this early. Still, it's pretty decent damage nonetheless. Now, Varian is sneaking around here. I think we might be able to kill him here. I missed my W. Now he's parrying a lot of my attacks and I'm feeling a bit threatened by I'm getting polymorphed. I'm going to flash out. I felt a bit afraid because of their Liming. She's been providing a lot of poke. Now, if you're ever going to go for a cleave build, always take the Grim Task, guys. That's what I figured out. In my mastermind Zeratul, I suggested that you go for the Rending Cleave if their team is a bit too aggressive. I think that the Grim Task just brings so much value that the Rending Cleave doesn't. And I've been picking Grim Task every single time because 40% bonus damage is huge, man. Actually, not going to have enough range there. Actually, if you take it into account, Rending Cleave does do 40% extra damage, but what it doesn't is that the Grim Task improves your every ability damage by 40%. So let's say you have 500 damage. Actually, no, with Zeratul, it's very hard to get to 500 on Rending Cleave. 200. So 44% of 200 is, I'm going to lie here, I think 80. I'm not really sure. I cannot do the math. I think it's 80. 40% of 200 must be 80. I'm not really making the calculations now, but so that's 280 damage burst with Rending Cleave. So what does the Rending Cleave do? 40% bonus? So it's again 280. Interesting. Well, the Rending Cleave isn't burst. And the Grim Task gives you bonus damage to your W as well. But on the other hand, you have the risk that it's not going to always to be on 40%. So yeah, I'm generally being very comfortable with the Grim Task because I really like the burst potential of it. And in general, it gets pretty high pretty fast. Like if you get 4 kills from a team fight, you already have the weight there, and that's 20%. Actually not 20, but 16. Still pretty big. Even a 20% increase is pretty big. Now, the bottom altar is coming up. I'm managing to poke their Vala a bit with the combo. And level 7 is pretty important here because you're going to be able to get the wormhole. This is going to make you poke them very easy with Cleave build Zeratul. I'm going to do right here. I missed my W there, but that doesn't matter. Oops, got stunned there. This fighting actually isn't going very well for us at the moment. Yeah, I'm doing what I can to scare them away. That's how you usually work with Poke Zeratul. Usually you try to jump in a lot of people on their backline and just... Oh, I got polymorphed and stunned by Varian there, unfortunately. I actually didn't saw Varian there. I thought it was just only those two. But unfortunately I'm going to die like a noob there. My team is... Actually Zara is doing a very nice job at poking Liming there. It's going to go. Zara is doing a lot of damage. She's full energy there. Even Varian is blocking Zara's laser. That's pretty strange. I mean, technically a sword shouldn't be able to block a laser. I mean, it's not Star Wars, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, because the sword in Star Wars is actually laser as well, so it makes sense that a normal sword shouldn't be able to block a laser. Now, you can use your cleave, improved cleave AoE to clear waves decently well. Not the best speed, but generally when you get a lot of your stacks, you should be able to do it in 1 or 2 times. Now, I'm actually pretty low here, Brightwing revealed me, so you should be generally pretty careful. AC is getting poked as well. I'm pretty low, but what I'm trying to do here is soak the lane so we can get that level 10. As I said, this build really skyrockets after level 16, or if you get 10 stacks early on. But until then, you're generally a poker that doesn't deal that much damage, but deals a pretty good amount of AoE damage if you manage to land on more than one people or your cleave. Now, Moradin is going to stand me, but I decided to go a bit aggressive because I knew that Zara was coming. I'm going to get the Void Prison, and I think I decided to not chase here, but 80 going very interesting here. Zara with the Expulsion Zone. I did manage to land a Singularity Spike there on Brightwing, so that's going to finish it out there. And I'm checking here if that was actually really the Expulsion Zone, because it doesn't make much sense. Considering I have a Void Prison on Zeratul, we could do some pretty nice combos. But the logic behind the Expulsion Zone here, actually he's going to get caught here. I'm going to do some poke damage there with my combo. The logic behind the Expulsion Zone is that he can actually throw it in a very tight corridor like this and zone them out from the altar, which makes pretty good sense actually. But yeah, considering we had a Zeratul, he might have considered the Surge. I'm going to zone out 3 people here. My team is going ham on Moradin there, but they're not going to be able to do much to him. They did got him on half HP, so now we're going to be the healthier team. I'm going versus Va, going to burst her down. Going to land a Swan variant there. Going pretty well, but Moradin is going to secure this altar, which is pretty unfortunate. If one of our team there could have stopped him, that would have been pretty nice. I'm going to secure this altar here. So it's going to be pretty even for now, but I feel like our team is doing the majority of the damage, which is pretty good. I don't know if you heard that, but someone is at the door, but usually people don't actually ring on the door, because it's actually the ring that is on the bottom door. And if it's my father, which I really doubt, he's going to call me on my phone. Yeah, I pretty doubt this game. It's probably some random person that wants to get in the block. Now I actually did a 3-man poke there, which, as you saw, it didn't do that much damage. I even have 4 stacks of Grim Task, which is 16% bonus damage, but it deals generally a lot of AoE damage that piles up in one single amount of good damage. So your goal as a Cleave Zeratul is to go in, deal as much as AoE damage as possible, even if that's not a good amount of burst damage, and just keep everyone from their team low. And I actually decided to Void Prison here because I thought that Uriel was in a bad spot. 8C is going to engage here. I think I go on Brightwing, deal some pretty nice damage. I actually baited Variant deep with my Wormhole talent there. It wasn't intentional, but it just so happened that he charged on me when I used my blink and I had a Wormhole available. I usually always Wormhole back to safety when I use my Q. So yeah, by the way, I wouldn't suggest you to use your W when you decide to go in a poke combo, because not always actually, because in this case, in this game, I wouldn't suggest using it, because if you overstay, Brightwing can polymorph you easy and you won't be able to get back with your Wormhole. So if Brightwing is there, usually you just blink, Q, and go back. Now they're actually contesting this point here. Actually, yeah, I'm not going to be able to be in the best position there, so I'm going to have to retreat with the blink. Zara is taking a lot of damage. She's trying to zone there. A nice crystal there. Getting heavily poked. I'm going to be able to do some pretty nice poke damage there, but our team is dying. Sylvan's going extremely deep there. I have another Q ready, but I really need my Wormhole. I think I might be able to... No, I think I'm... Yeah, I'm going to be able to secure one on Brightwing. And this, I remember I did something very stupid here and I died. What was it? I decided to go try to contest the Vala. I got stunned by Muradin. I missed my Q like a stupid motherfucker. I'm now going to get permastun, and I had mana to avoid prison them. ATC did secure that kill very nicely with the stage dive there, but overall we lost an altar there, which isn't ideal. The good thing is that we did secure a middle fort, which let them get 3 ammunition in. Yeah, that was something I really wanted to point out my team, because I'm pretty sure that I saw them that they were going towards us there in the middle before the altar, and our team shouldn't have been doing that camp because it's just unwanted pressure, especially with the camp doing damage on you. I did all my stacks here. Now I'm actually in a very good position there. I'm going to do damage and void prison them so our team can focus on the Muradin. Expulsion zone very well placed near the void prison there. Going to be able to finish the variant. And now void swash. This is the talent that's going to be able to do tons of damage. I already have 3 stacks. Going to do some pretty nice damage there. By the way, they actually buffed the void swash. It was previously 40%, now it's 50%. I think when I made the mastermind video it was 40% and now it's 50%. And it's just incredible damage, man. Because just hitting 2 targets, that's already 1200 damage. More is just so much more and better. Bam! I landed that perfect singularity spike there. By the way, I didn't mention that on level 13 I wait for the Shroud of Adun. I just really want to have this shield up because Uriel is a burst healer, and if she doesn't have her healing cup, I cannot really count on her always. Muradin coming to contest here, but both of them are going to die with Brightwing, unfortunately. 3 altars up, and we are the dominant force at the moment, so this is going pretty well for us. Varian is going to contest that, but ATC coming. He's getting pretty outnumbered. I think to myself, my team is going to take care of Varian. We need to zone out this guy. I managed to land a singularity there, and it's going to be an easy kill. Now I'm going to try to zone out the Vala here from Uriel. We're going to be able to secure 3 altars with a bonus 4 there on the top. So this is going to skyrocket our advantage very much. And I'm considering for level 20 improved Void Prison because first of all, I want them to be swallowed after they exit the Void Prison, so it's easier for us to catch them. And if I randomly get someone from our teammates in the Void Prison, I just want us to have an improved team fight for our team. Now, I did manage to land the kill on Vala there, but I didn't land a cigarette spike. Void Prison is going to follow up so we can get some resets, so we can finish out the Brighting. Awesome. And the good thing about this Void Swash talent is that your Q is on a 3-second cooldown if you hit 2 or more people, so you just have the opportunity to consistently do consistent AoE damage if you survive enough. Now Varian here actually makes something stupid. I didn't know that the towers are going to focus you if I'm invisible, and it's going to be so close there for me dying. I didn't manage to finish him with the help of ATC. If that ATC didn't came there, it was going to be a dead man. I just really didn't know that I was going to get revealed there. And now we control 3. I think at this point we were just going to win because they don't have the pressure. ATC is going to zone them on the top. Yeah. And the ammunition gets fired up much faster. Oh, they're actually going to be able to get this one. But we need 4 points, and I'm just going to do some crazy damage there. Singularity spike landed. Now I actually have my Q reset, but I don't really want to be going in without a blink because I can get permastunned very easily. And I usually use my Q whenever I have my E, my blink ready. Now we just need 1 altar. I'm going to zone out anyone that is coming here. They're actually going to focus me. Muradin is going to get baited. I'm going to roll back. And yeah, it's going to be a very cool win. Now, in my mastermind guide, I actually told you that Zeratul is the worst pick for this map. But I didn't thought that the Cleave build is going to be that good. The Cleave build, in my opinion, is definitely the best build currently available. And a lot of people are going to dispute that because a lot of people I've seen in the meta actually run Zeratul with a Vorpal Blade build. Now, it's not a bad build, but Cleave build is so much better, especially with Grim Task and Void Swash. And if you manage to survive and position correctly, you just become this crazy AoE damage dealer that becomes unstoppable at some point, especially with the Void Prison. I would also suggest on level 20 if you go for the Hourglass, if you feel like you can get a bit more kills with your Q. But that's going to be everything from me from today, guys. A very nice, cool Zeratul game that I thought I'd show you, especially on the Towers of Doom, because I'm disputing myself right now from my Mastermind guide that Zeratul is possibly a good pick on this map, but it really depends versus what you're playing, the enemy team. And Cleave build on Zeratul is good if they have a lot of ranged, and especially if they run a single tank, because your goal is to let that single tank dive on your team, yourself jump into 2 or 3 ranged, Cleave, Void Prison them, and that allows your team to burst that single tank and follow up on the rest of the Void Prison targets. That's the main logic. And you effectively can escape those range much better than an enemy team consisting of melee or tanks, because those people can actually go to your position of your wormhole very easily and chase you down very easily if you're playing this build. So it's a very situational build. You really need to pick up the draft in consideration a lot when going Zeratul with the Cleave build. But yeah, that's everything I wanted to discuss about the build in this game, guys. So thank you for watching, and until next time, stay righteous. Oh, he gets caught by Stitches there, and I continue. Now the problem here is that Butcher is actually gaining HP from Stitches, and I cannot block that health regen. But now that they're focusing me, I can block a lot of the attacks. They're just wasting attacks on me at the moment. Have the dodge. I'm going to be able to... Oh, I dodged that Q as well. And I'm going to be able to finish 2. Oh, but Zeratul now coming here. I'm actually going